All right, welcome to Smokey Reacts. I'm your boy Journalist, and on this one, we are here to check out some little Simz. What you don't know about me. This is a Bazaar UK. I don't know what that is. Like, never heard of this platform before. However, I seen Simz, saved it to watch later. Was like, I for sure was gonna check that out. So I'm getting the time now. Gonna drop a Simz video, or I'm gonna drop this Simz video with another one off of her album. We're gonna wrap that one up, and then we'll go through the rest of her albums in completion now that I fixed my computer and I can go back to doing proper long form content. That being said, if you could please hit that like, subscribe. Patreon is in the description box. Early access, exclusive access is over there right now. I just dropped the first episode of This Is England, 1986. So if you want to see that, you got to go over there for that. And that being said, let's get into this one and see what we got today.
Hey, what's up? I'm Little Simz, and I'm here with Harper's Bazaar UK to share what you don't know about me. Introverted, I like to say compassionate, and then pathetic. I'm proudest of, I think, just the person I'm becoming. Yeah, but I don't take credit for that. I think I come from a good home. You know, I was raised by a very amazing woman, and so, yeah, credit goes to her. Probably
Shout out to the
when I
Marge.
bought my first microphone when I was about 14, 15. Yeah, from West End DJ. That purchase right there is probably the best decision I've ever made. I think
Shout out
it
to the
taught
West.
me that it's really in my hands, and if I want to make this work, I've got to put my 10,000 hours in. I've got to work hard and yeah, make it happen. So I think that was the moment where it's like, okay, it's not a hobby anymore. I'm gonna invest in myself. I've been given loads of amazing pieces of advice, but one that's probably always stuck with me, that was told to me by my older sister, was do more than a bare minimum. I think it's important to...
More than the bare minimum. You seen this woman's motherfucking music videos? Bare minimums aren't even around. Levels are very high.
push yourself. You never know how you can surprise yourself, but I think that only comes from wanting to do more than what is required of you. What makes me happiest is seeing other people happy and helping people reach their full potential. I just want to be of service. I'm not someone that gets wound up by a lot, to be honest, but I don't like seeing people be mistreated, and that's just anyone, regardless of where they're from, their race, their background, anything. I'm not into that. I didn't know it was gonna sound like that when I first started. I didn't really know what direction I wanted to go musically. I just had some things I wanted to say and get off my chest, and I was given the space in the studio to be able to do that in a non-judgmental zone. And I think it's important as an artist to feel safe when you're creating. My music's always been
Number
from a
one.
very reflective and introspective place. It's important that my environment allows me to tap into those zones. I started making it in LA. I always find when I'm away from home, I can look at my life. When I'm at home, I'm just, so much is going on. It's like, I can't really have the best perspective. So I think when I'm away from home, it allows me to be like, okay, that's what home in London is like, and then I can go from there and then come back home and finish it. Just working alongside people that I really respect and admire, and I'm just a fan of. I think what Top Boy has contributed to the TV and film world has been something that we haven't really seen before, and to be a part of that ensemble is a blessing. And also just what I feel it
I would say
stands
from
for.
UK
I think
television.
we're representing people's stories that often are not told and not heard, and I think that's really important. I've learned so much from working alongside Ash and Kane. I think one thing I really took away is just a collaborative process and not being afraid to workshop things before we actually shoot, and not being afraid to be feelings led. Like, does this feel honest? Does this feel like an honest reaction? Like, just having those open and honest conversations whilst being on set, I think is something.
The way she's speaking about workshopping, being feelings led, like these are terms that I'm like, I'm not saying she's not a proper actress. I watched like 2 seasons before I even realized, like, oh, that's Shorty from fucking rhyming and shit. That's what's it called? But I could really see her having like a full time career and music taking like a proper back burner to her just be like, yo, I'm really enjoying this acting stuff. It's fun.
That I've really taken away, because obviously it reads a certain way on the page, but when you get in the room or when you get in front of the camera, you might find something else within the scene that wasn't written. My guilty pleasure, Love Island. I don't
I never
tend to
get through a season of
read
that.
books, but if I did, I'd probably read All About Love by Bell Hooks again. It was really fun to perform Point and Kill, just because it's vibes and I just dance on stage and just really let my hair down. Fela Kuti, Zombie, maybe like Michael Jackson Rock With You, Lauryn Hill, Doo Wop. Do I have a party trick? I can juggle like 3 tangerines for maybe like 3 to 5 seconds. Well, a definition that I've heard that resonates with me the most is the act or will in wanting to nurture your spiritual growth or someone else's. I think that's love. I read it in a book called The Road Less Travelled by Scott M. Peck. It'd be cool to fly. I think I'll get a lot done in my day if I were able to fly or teleport.
Facts.
Putting yourself first. For me, I think my recharge comes from being around my family, because I'm so myself on an everyday basis, but I think like where they genuinely don't see this little sim stuff, it's just simbi, yeah, it gives me a different kind of energy, and I just feel a different kind of love when I'm surrounded by people I love. Coming off the back of what we all experienced a few years ago, it really felt like a step up. It felt like I've been uplifted this year. I've had great experiences, I've made some amazing memories. Making a book is one, just because I think I've been able to channel a different creative outlet this year, which has been challenging but super rewarding, so I feel really proud of myself for that. The best gift I've ever been given is my gift. Don't be too hard
That's a
on
good
yourself.
one.
Yeah, just don't burn yourself out and still live your life, you know. Thank you for watching me with Harper's Bazaar UK. I've been Little Simz, and I hope you've learned a little bit more about me.
I did, but this is it's open and honest, but it's sterilized. I feel like I'm gonna get way more from the music, way more. But this was nice to hear certain stuff. But overall, it was just really cool to see just kind of what she has to say, and then just kind of how she thinks about things. But like what's the best gift you gotten? To say your gift, like that's one of those like, damn, she's talking that shit. I like that. But overall, thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like and subscribe. If you haven't seen this, we watched it together. I just wanted to check it out real quick just to see what it was all about. I seen it pop up. I was like, all right, let's do it. Yeah, again, thank you for your time. If you could please hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.